Hello everybody, welcome back to another Hof Bergmann Explained video. Today we're going to talk about hoses. But before that, this video is brought to you by Tank Fooder and Viking Hammer 73. Thank you for being farm barons. So version 1.2 of Hof Bergmann has introduced hoses for properly configured trailers and connections. Now I'm going to often refer to this possibly as dynamic hoses throughout the rest of this video because this functionality is very similar to a mod that we had way back in Farm Sim 17 called dynamic hoses, that if the map and mod was properly configured, when you connected or when you pulled up to a liquid trigger, a hose would connect visually from the back of the trailer to the connection point, and then you'd be able to fill the trailer. Now, this is different than Wobster's manure system from Farm Sim 19 in that we are not picking up the hose and then making the connection and then bringing the hose around and making the connection and manually opening valves. That is a very manual way of working with hoses. Dynamic hoses and the way hoses have been implemented here in Hof Bergmann are a bit more automatic. Let me show you what I mean. And for this, we are using the LS-FM Innovations Universal Tank. It has been configured to work and provide that hose support. We're going to pull up to this trigger. We're going to get attach LS-FM hose system. Cam lock variety. That's going to be this blue hose right here. We're going to hit Q. And as soon as we do that, we hear some air. And now we have the option to fill. And now we're drawing milk into our trailer. When we want to disconnect, we just stop filling. Then we hit Q, disconnect our trailer hose. And now we can bring this around to, let's say, our cheese area. And we'll get a prompt to connect our hoses once again. And then we'll be able to fill. Q. And then we can start overloading into our cheese making facility. Now there are two different types of hoses. There's the blue hose, and then we have the much larger hose that is going to be associated with slurry. Let's go ahead and connect that hose. And then we'll hit fill. And when we're done, we can stop filling, and we can disconnect our hose, and off we go. Now this is going to work for anything liquid or gaseous. Okay, so we can pull the liquid tanker up to here, as we saw in the thumbnail, and draw water out. We can hook our tank up to this tank and fill this tank with gas. We can draw gas out of the BGA, again with the same method. And what I want to demonstrate is this does not prohibit these triggers from working if you are using a tanker that is not configured for this system. So as you can see, I am now using the base game milk tanker, and I'm able to draw milk out without any issue, without having a hose come up. And I'm also able to then unload milk over here with that same process again, without needing to use a hose. Okay? So as far as what tanks are going to work, well, they're going to be the LS-FM tanks. So let's go down here, mods and DLCs. We're going to find those right here, LSFM Universal Tank Pack. All of these have been configured to work with the hose system. Anything else likely has not been configured to work with the hose system because this is fairly new, something that Farmer Andy has put together, and Farmer Andy both does Hof Bergmann and the LSFM mod pack stuff. Let me know your all's thoughts down in the comments below. Kind of a quick and dirty video, but I wanted to show you and talk to you a little bit about the new feature with respect to the dynamic hose functionality that we have with Hof Bergmann 1.2, and possibly explain to you why you may or may not be seeing that come up with whatever particular trailer you may be using. And until next time, happy farming.